Good morning, friends. I pray that wherever in the world you are right now, that the next 2 minutes are a blessing to you so that you can be the blessing to the people the Lord has put around you today. So yesterday was a doozy in our house. I don't have time to tell you everything, but I can give you a few keywords and you'll get the idea. Electricians, hot water heater, plumbers, lost credit cards, lost passwords, and a trip to the ER. Anyway, at the end of the day, I was just spent, exhausted, but I ended up picking up my Bible instead of the remote, and I'm so glad that I did, because I came to this passage in Exodus that I'll read to you now. It says, "When Pharaoh let the people go, God did not lead them on the road through the Philistine country, though that was shorter. For God said, if they face war, they might change their minds and return to Egypt. So God led the people around by the desert road toward the Red Sea. The Israelites went up out of Egypt ready for battle." And the study that I was reading pointed out that it actually would only have taken them 11 days for their trip from Egypt to Canaan, the Promised Land. But because God led them in this circuitous route, that wasn't the fastest route, he was actually doing two things. He was protecting them from the Philistines, and he was also putting them in a position to see his power. Because if you remember the story in the Old Testament of the parting of the Red Sea, this was God wanted to show them this miraculous work, which he actually didn't have to show them if they had taken a more direct route. And sometimes at the end of a long day, like the one I just had, I wonder why I'm going through the things that I'm going through. But I'm so glad that I read this passage, because it just reminded me that as someone who the Lord loves, you are actually right where, and I am actually right where and in the place that I need to be to learn exactly what God wants me to learn. There's a reason for why you are at and why you are dealing with the people you're dealing with, in the situation that you're in the place where he's put you. There is something that God wants us to learn that we could learn no other way than whatever circuitous route he's taking us on. So I pray that you would persist in blooming where you're planted, that you would ask the Lord what he wants to teach you today as you go out or stay in today, and be the blessing. Till next time, Katie.